This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, here. Okay, I will share this record with you people. How to create a table? How to create a table? You have to use create table command, create table, table name, and what are the attributes, e-number, integer, and the type of constraint for e-number is primary key, e-name, char of 10, and salary. Okay. And if you wanted to display the structure, we have to use a command describe employee. Now, if you wanted to insert some records into the employee table, how to insert? Insert into table name. Table name is employee. Table name is employee. Here, what you want to insert? Values. Insert into employee values. What values? Yeah, online compiler is also available. You can practice in that, Vamshi. Okay. Insert into employee values. Here you can insert some values. 1, comma. So first attribute is e-number. E-number I am using 1. 1-to-1 correspondence. You cannot insert in whatever the way you want it. Okay. It is case sensitive only. Fine. 1. Second is e-name. E-name is you can specify e-name Vamshi. E-name Vamshi. And here ename is a char of 10 characters. Vamshi is a sequence of characters. Sequence of characters is called string. If it is a string, strings are enclosed in single quote, not double quotes. It is to be enclosed in single quotes. You make a note of this point. Strings are enclosed in single quotes. Okay, strings are enclosed in single quotes. Do remember. Comma. Actually, strings are enclosed in double quotes in programming languages, but in query languages, it is single quotes. 1, Vamshi, and salary something around 25,000, assuming 25,000. Close, semicolon. And just select this query and click on run. In the bottom of the screen, you can see one row is inserted. Like this, you can insert as many records as possible here. See, I have declared e number is a primary key. Because I have declared e number is a primary key. Suppose if I insert one more student, if I insert one more student with same roll number 1, and can anyone tell me, is our primary key allows duplicates? No. Very good. Suppose if I write 1 Narendra, say salary is 35,000, assuming a case, I would like to try to insert this record. Will this insertion should be possible, or is it causing any violations? Is this insertion be possible, or else will it cause any violations? Tell me. Is this query is going to be get executes? No, not possible. See, not possible means here it should give an error. Look at, I'm clicking on run. Here I got a error message, unique constraint violated, unique constraint violated. So it means this one primary key should not be used one more time. Here I should use 2. Now look at, now if I click on run, now this is inserted. Like this, you can insert as many rows as possible. Just for the sake of understanding, I will insert one more record. Control. I would like to use one more 3, and the name of this student I would like to use is Karthik, and salary is 50,000. Okay, salary is 50,000. Look at, even this also you insert it. Click on run. So how many rows you have inserted? 3 rows you have inserted. Now after inserting all the rows, if I wanted to see what is there in my table, so if I wanted to see what is there in my table, means if I wanted to display the table, if you want to display the table, you have to use a command called select star from employee, and this select star from employee is a query to display the entire table. To display the entire table, what you have to use? Shift home. Sorry, here select this query and click on run. Look at in the bottom of the screen, you can see the table that having some records. 1 Vamshi 25,000, 2 Narendra 35,000, 3 Karthik 50,000. The table is displayed. This is how we have to create a table and insert some records into it. And moreover, sometimes I wanted to display only employee name in the output. If you wanted to display, for displaying, always you have to use a query called select query. For displaying the table, you have to use a select query. Now select what you want to display. I wanted to display ename attribute. It is from which table? From employee table. So what is the meaning here? Previously I have displayed the entire table. Now I wanted only some attributes of a table employee. That attribute name only have to mention here. Shift. Okay. Click run. Now you can see in the bottom of the screen, it is displaying only the name attribute. Suppose if you wanted the name and salary, two attributes I wanted, then in such case you have to use a comma attribute. Ename comma salary. Ename comma salary from employee. Now look at what this is going to display. Vamshi and 25,000, Narendra 35,000, Karthik 50,000 and all. So means if you wanted to display one table, you can, sorry, if you want to display only one attribute, you can use that one attribute. If you want to display more than one attribute, you can use it. And if you wanted to display all the attributes, if you want to display all the attributes, what you have to use? Select star from employee, right? Okay. Now we understood how to display. Next, we will discuss some more basic queries. If we have a data, once we have a data, we can update the records, we can delete the records, we can select the records. Okay, how to update the records, how to select the records, how to delete the records. Before that, let me explain one more. If you wanted to display all the employees, select star from employee. If you wanted only a particular employees to be displayed, only particular employees to be displayed, means we have to specify some condition which employee is going to be displayed. Then in such case, we have to use where class. Here we have to use where class. So after select star from employee, you have to write where, you have to write a condition. What condition we have to write? Where some condition. Suppose I wanted name of the employee whose employee number is 1. We can write a condition e number equal to 1. That's it. E number equal to 1. Shift home. Okay. E number equal to 1. Click on run. Look at what I'm getting now. I'm getting only Vamshi records, not all the other records. Only Vamshi record I'm getting, not anything else. This is, it is required to display only selected records. Okay. For displaying the required records, we have to use a where class followed by condition. Done. Now, if you wanted to update a record, if you wanted to update the student, update the employee records, we have to use a query called update. Suppose I have inserted some data. Later I wanted to do some modifications to the existing data. How I should do changes to the table data? We have to use a query called update query. Update. Which table to be updated? Student table to be updated. Sorry, employee table to be updated, because I created employee table. Employee. What you want to modify? I wanted to modify Vamshi salary 25,000 to 52,000. Suppose assuming it is a keying mistake 25. I wanted to display it is actually the salary should be 52. So here I have to change the salary of employee. Update employee set. What I wanted to change? Salary attribute I wanted to change to what salary? I wanted to change the salary of Vamshi to 52,000. Assuming when I'm typing it, 52 is printed typed as 25. Okay. Now here update employee, it is updating the employee table. It is setting the salary 52,000. This salary is to be set to 52,000 to which employee? To which employee? I wanted that updation should be affected to only employee number 1. Then in such case, you have to write a condition. Conditions you can write using where class. Where e number equal to 1. where E number equal to 1. That's it. Update employee set salary equal 52,000 where E number equal to 1. Just execute this query. Click on run. Here in the bottom of the screen you can see a message, one row updated. Just check it out whether the update is taken place or not. How? By displaying it. How can I check it? By displaying it. So for displaying, I'll be using a query called select star from employee. Which employee record I wanted to display? Only employee with employee number 1 I wanted to display. Click on run. Now here you see in the bottom of the screen, 1 Vamshi 52,000 means now my database is updated. My database is updated. And it is not that you have to update, you have to just directly change the values. You can write some expressions also. Suppose update employee set salary equaled previous salary is 52,000. Now the previous salary is going to be added with 3,000. We can write a condition. Suppose I wanted that employee Vamshi is to be given an increment of 3,000. If employee Vamshi is to be given increment of 3,000, here employee Vamshi record is updated. Now salary is updated with the salary plus 3,000. Click on run. One row updated. Check it out. Is this update taken place? Now look at what is the salary of Vamshi now? 55,000. This is how we have to update an employee record. Here want to display ename 1. Surendra, what is the meaning? Want to display ename 1 means? I didn't understood your question. Just could you please make it clear? I will explain you clearly. Okay, you already explained that. Okay, fine. Sir, what is the use of star? Question mark. What is the use of star? Actually, star is for a shorthand representation for representing every attribute. Suppose my table is having 10 attributes. I wanted all 10 attribute values I wanted to display. Then in such cases, mentioning every attribute is difficult now. Then in such cases, we have to use star. So by default, all attributes of the table has to be displayed. Okay. Who's this? Vamshi. Done clear, Vamshi? Next. How can we delete the data? Varun, very good question. I'm about to explain the same. Can we update the primary key? Yes. Okay, I will come to that point. If you wanted to update the primary key, okay. So who is that? Surendra asked how to update the primary key. Okay. Vamshi employee number is 1. Okay. I wanted to change Vamshi employee number to 5. How do you write this query? Same thing. Update table name employee. What you wanted to update? Set. I wanted to set E number attribute, which is equals to 5. Which employee employee number to be changed to 5? I wanted to change employee number 1, employee number to be 5, where E number equal to 1. So previously whoever is 1, now this is going to be changed to 5. Look at. Now one row updated. Check it out. Check it out. Is this records are updated or not? Now can you tell me if I execute this query, which is highlighted, what I am going to get? Anyone tell me? If I execute that query, what I have highlighted, select star from employee where E number equal to 1. It is going to give you error. Why? Because is it going to give error? Yes. Check it out. It won't give error. Why? Because there is no syntactical error in this. Syntactically it is correct. But do we have any employee with employee number 1? No. Why? Because previously employee number 1 is Vamshi. Now after updation is done, update set E number equal to 5 where E number equal to 1. Because I have changed the E number of employee 1 to 5. Look at. Now if I change this, E number equal to 5. Now may I get the Vamshi record again? Yes. Now employee number 5 is Vamshi and 55,000. And moreover, whatever you are going to update it, make sure that that is going to satisfy the primary key value. Then you can possible to update it. Okay. Okay, Surendra. Right. Now, Varun asked, how can we delete the data? Yes, very good question. How can we delete the data? Look at, suppose I wanted to delete Vamshi record. We have to use a query called delete query. Delete. What do you want to delete? Delete. You want to delete what you want to delete. I wanted to delete from employee table. I want to delete from employee table. What you want to delete it? You have to write a conditions. Conditions you have to write always using where. Which employee record I wanted to delete it. Suppose I wanted to delete employee number 5. So what condition you can write? E number equal to 5. Semicolon. Now click on it. Run. One row deleted. One row deleted. Now check it out. Check it out by displaying the table. How to display the table? Select star from employee. Sufficient to display the table. Okay. Click run. Look at, do we have a Vamshi record? No longer, because it is already deleted. Because it is already deleted, now when I'm displaying this table, so I'm not getting the Vamshi record. Vamshi record is deleted. Okay, fine. Is it clear, Varun? Okay, done. Now, here I explained how to insert data into the table, how to display the table, how to display particular attributes, and how to display particular rows using that is possible by writing conditions. Conditions we write in the where class, and how to update, how to delete it, how to update and how to delete it. Okay, fine. Next, here we have discussed insert, delete, create, update, delete. These queries we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss some more queries that are based on the schema change statements. Schema. What is the meaning of schema? What is the logical schema? Logical schema is nothing but structure of a table. If I wanted to change the structure, so we have to use a query called alter query. Alter table. Which table I wanted to alter? I wanted to alter employee table. Okay, after this is just, I will be copying this. So means if I wanted to do some modifications to the table, we have to use alter table command. Okay, we have to use alter table command. 1 minute, just 1 minute. Please listen to me. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, if you wanted to, okay, some question has come from Varun Sai, that is can we recollect the data which we deleted? Yes, I will tell you that also. Fine. Okay, before that, before I go for the altering, I would like to tell you how to recollect the data which we deleted. Here I'm going to explain you two things. One is called commit, another one is called delete, sorry, rollback. On the top of the screen, you can just observe on the top of the screen on the left corner, on top left corner, here one checkbox is there. After that, we have an auto commit. Auto commit means it is by default automatically saved. The commit is just like a save. If you wanted to recollect the deleted data, we have to use a query called rollback. Click on run. So rollback statement not applicable. All statements are automatically committed. I got this message in the bottom of the screen. Why? Because in the top left corner a checkbox is there, auto commit. Because it is already committed, it is not possible to recollect the deleted data. So suppose you wanted to do it committing and roll back manually. Or auto commit is just like auto saving. Commit is nothing but saving. Now look at, I just deselected that auto commit option. Now when I wanted to display the employee table, just let me see who are there in the employee table. In the employee table, I do have 2 Narendra, 3 Karthik is there. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to delete 2 Narendra. Now look at, I want to delete 2 Narendra. Click run. 1 row deleted. Okay, 1 row deleted. Now display the table. Now display the table. What data I am getting? 3 Karthik, 50,000 I am getting, 3 Narendra deleted. Now, because data is deleted, I wanted to recollect it back. If I wanted to recollect it back, we have to use rollback statement. Just click run. Now, statement processed means rollback is done. Because rollback is done, 3 Narendra already deleted, 2 Narendra already deleted. I wanted to recollect back, so I executed a query called rollback. Now, execute this statement to see whether that Narendra record is rolled back or not. Yes, see, you can say 2 Narendra 35,000. It is rolled back. This is there because previously by default in Oracle 11G, it is auto commit option is enabled, so that whenever I execute a query, that is by default it is saved in the database system, so that once it is committed, it becomes permanent. It cannot be rolled back. Now one more thing here, delete from employee where e number equal to 2. If I deleted, first it is deleted, later if I execute rollback, then it is recollected back. And because it is recollected back now, again if I wanted to execute rollback, what happens? Statement processed. Now click on, sorry, click on this. So nothing to roll back because already 2 Narendra is rolled back. Suppose if you delete, then rollback is possible. Suppose I wanted this is going to be permanent. Then if I wanted to manually make it permanent, we have to use a command called commit. Select and execute it. Now statement processed means whatever the data have stored is saved. So instead of that, generally what we use is auto commit. Otherwise, what you have to do is you have to commit it manually. If you don't commit it, then your database is not going to be saved into the disk permanently. Next, okay, is it okay, Varun? Is it clear, Varun? Okay. Next, I wanted to talk about the alter commands. Yeah, just 1 minute. Here, alter. If I wanted to alter the structure, we have to use a query called alter table name. Alter table name. Alter table employee. Now we have if I will show you how to change the structure. Means changing the structure means if you wanted to add some column, you can add it. If you wanted to delete some column, delete it. Right. So how to add a column? First, I would like to explain you how to add a column. Alter table employee. Add. What you want to add? Say I wanted to add column. Okay, I want to add column. What is the name of the column? Because employee is there now, employee number, name, salary. Just I wanted to add department column. DPT. Okay, department column. What is the type? Say care of 5 characters, assuming. This is altered. So how to add a column? So alter table name is common. Do remember structure change, first changing of the structure. Alter table name is common. The only this is different. I wanted to add a column department whose domain type is char of 5. You can add it. Now click on run. Invalid identifier. 1 minute. Just you remove column. Why? Because in version changes also it is getting a problem. In the older versions, it requires to have column keyword, add column keyword. But here in this version of Oracle 11, we don't require a keyword called column. That's why I removed column. Add column name and attribute name. So that is add attribute name and type. You can mention table altered. You can see here table is altered. Now you check is the department column is actually added or not. How can you check whether the department column is actually added or not? Just check it out using the describe command. Describe employee. Just click on run. Look at in the bottom of the screen, you can see here DEPT column is added whose domain type is char of 5 in the bottom of the screen. Can you see? So it means it is added. If you wanted to display the table also, if you wanted to display the table, previously what we have select, what data we have, Narendra and Karthik is there. So this just display the table. Select star from employee. Click run. Look at now. Previously 2 Narendra 35,000, 3 Karthik 50,000 only there. Now because to the table department column is added. Now the values for the department for Narendra and Karthik is not added. That is shown with null. It is empty. It is empty. So all right. If I wanted to add department value to Narendra and Karthik, how can I add it? Can anyone tell me? Suppose Narendra is working in research department, Karthik is working in science department. How can I add department value to employee Narendra and employee Karthik? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone? Hello, hello, hello. Insert won't work. Insert won't work. Update will work. Insert is for okay. Update with where condition by using update. Okay. Somebody said insert. So insert is not correct, Vamshi. Naga Karthik, insert is not correct. Insert is for inserting the entire row. Insert is going to insert the entire row. But what I wanted here, only department value of existing record is to be inserted. So means it is possible by using update query. Okay, it is not by using insert update query. But which employee record is to be updated, that we have to specify using the condition where class. Okay, add is for adding a column, a kill. Okay, alter add is for adding a column, not updating the value. Okay, fine. Yeah, update DEPT where e number equal to 1 ECA. It is not like that. Okay, chalo, let me write that query also. If I wanted to add very good, Vamshi, update employees at department equal to electrical where e number equal to 2. Super, Vamshi. So what you have to write? Update employee. Nice. So I'm getting very good responses even though you people are ECA. Update employee, set what I wanted to set, DEPT column, department column equals to okay electrical, and okay electrical in single quotes. Very good, Vamshi. You have given even single quotes also. Electrical in single quote because it is a string. Because DEPT is given 5 characters only now. So you just take which is less than 5 characters. Electrical, which employee where I wanted to add this condition to the Narendra, so that where e number equal to 2. Fine. Shift. Okay. Click on run. So one row updated. Now just check it out whether it is updated or not. Click on run. Now you can see Narendra is added with electrical. Okay, this is how we have to add a column. And if I wanted to modify the column, just now I told you what department is added with 5 characters. Department attribute is added, whose type is char of 5. Because char of 5, when I wanted to insert department name of Narendra as electrical, just check it out, what error it is going to give you. Click run. It is giving error. Why? Because value is too large. In the bottom you can see value is too large. Why? Because what is the domain type I have taken? Department is char of 5, means only 5 characters, maximum 5 characters. But if I given electrical, it is more than 5 characters, it is giving error. Because it is giving error, then you have to again modify this table, and department column you have to modify it to some char of 5 to char of 10, assuming case. This is done by using modify. Look at alter table employees same. Now what I wanted to do is modify. Previously added, now I wanted to modify. Okay, what I wanted to modify, DEPT, modify DEPT. Previously char of 5 is there, now I wanted to change to char of 10. Okay, click on run. Table is altered. Table is altered means now department attribute size is changed. Now you try executing this query. Now electrical is number of characters in electrical is 10 characters. Okay, sufficient. Now it has to be inserted, it has to be updated. Look, one row updated. Check it out, is it updated properly or not? By displaying the table. Yes, electrical is updated. Fine. This is how we have to add a column and modify the column. Okay, add column, modify column. Next, if I don't want department column, if I don't want department column, suppose one column I wanted to delete it. Same thing, alter table employee, I wanted to remove the column. If I wanted to remove the column, we have to use drop. We have to use a drop to delete a column. Drop. What you want to delete column? Which column? DEPT column. Drop DEPT column. Okay. Click on run. Table altered. Table altered means column department is dropped. Just check it out. Do you have the column or not? By displaying the table. Look, now you don't have a drop, you don't have a DEPT column. So this is how we have to add a column, modify a column, modify the type, and drop a column. And suppose again, if you wanted to add a column, how do you add a column? Execute this query, add it. But here, if I add a column, now display the table. Now here DEPT column is added. Now if I wanted to change DEPT column to department, I wanted to change DEPT column to department, some meaningful name I wanted. Because I wanted some meaningful name, you have to go for the renaming. Okay, you have to go for renaming. Alter table employee, rename. What you want to rename? DEPT to department. Rename DEPT to department. Okay, so what is going to happen? It is going to rename the DEPT column to department column. Look at, just execute this query and check it out. Okay, missing partition. Just let me check. Look at here, rename column. You have to use rename column DEPT to department. Check it out. Is the column name is renamed or not? By displaying the table. You look at, previously the table name is DEPT, now the table name is department, department. This is how we have to add, modify, drop, and rename the columns. Okay. Now if I wanted to add a condition, if I wanted to add a condition to some column, salary, if I wanted to add some condition to salary attribute, say salary should not be null, should not be empty. Alter table employee. Here add. What I wanted to add a condition. We call constraint. Add constraint. Add constraint. What is the name of the constraint? You can use some name for the constraint. I wanted to use some constraint name UK. Some name I am putting UK. You can put any name. Okay. This constraint you have to add to which column? You have to add to salary column. And what is a condition? Not space null. Condition, I wanted to add it. Sorry, I wanted to add it. Vamshi, I dropped it again, have added it. One more time I have executed that query, okay? Sir, if we have to update the whole attribute column, in that if we have n number of tuples, what is the process? Teja. So if we have n number of columns, if we have n number of tuples, the process is you have to update one by one. That is one solution. Means n number of update queries you have to write. Otherwise, we will have a solution called PLSQL block. We call PLSQL means procedural language extension to structured query languages. So means procedural language extensions means we can write if loop, for loop, likewise loops you can write it. Based on that loops means you have to write one program. That also we'll discuss. Okay, don't worry. PLSQL also I wanted to touch. At least I will give you a touch. But actually that much depth is not required for you PLSQL. If you have to update n number of tuples, you have to write one program. That is not just one query. There is a program. That program is called PLSQL. That is procedural language extensions to structured query languages. Like in the procedural languages, you'll write conditional statements, if and loop statements, while, for, do, while, likewise. Using that, you can update even n number of tuples are there. Just by writing one program, we can update the entire table. Okay, fine. Now, if you wanted to add a condition, unique constraint, if you wanted to add a condition not null for the salary attribute, just click run. Okay, need to specify the data type. Okay, salary. What is the data type for salary? Int, not null. Okay, column being added already existed. Add constraint. 1 minute. One minute. Not null. One minute. Here from version to version it is going to change. That is only a problem with Oracle. Unique of salary. If I wanted to add unique of salary. Yeah, here you can see added a unique constraint to salary. What is a unique constraint? No two tuples should have the same values. Now look at this employee table. Display it. Now salary of Narendra is 35,000. Karthik is 50,000. Suppose if I wanted to insert, one row, insert into table name employee, values I wanted to insert. What values I want to insert? Something like 4, primary key 4, comma, the name of the employee is Teja, comma, salary I wanted to give same 50,000, which is already there for Karthik. But for salary attribute, we already set a condition called unique condition. And department I wanted to put CSA. Okay, close. Now what it is supposed to give? When I execute this query, what output you are supposed to get? You are supposed to get error, right? Look at, click on run. It is giving error, unique constraint is violated. Unique constraint is violated because I do have a unique constraint on the employee, on the salary attribute, because unique constraint is there on the salary, unique constraint is there on the salary attribute. Because already one employee Karthik is having 50,000 salary, but for Teja I wanted to put 50,000 salary. So no two employees should have the same salary, because unique means no duplicates. Then I can give this some different values. Click run. Now one row inserted. Look at, is it inserted now? Insertion is going to become possible because each employee is having different salary. And this is how we have to add a constraint. If you wanted to delete a constraint, we have to use the same thing, but you have to write one query called drop. Drop, what you want to drop? You want to drop a constraint. Previously column we have dropped. Now I wanted to drop constraint. Drop constraint. Name of the constraint. Name of the constraint is UK. UK already created. Just I wanted to drop the constraint. Click on run button. Now table is altered. Table is altered means unique constraint is dropped. Because unique constraint is dropped, just check it out. When I wanted to insert one more employee with number 6, and name of the employee is Akhil. And salary 60,000. Now previously already Teja is having 60,000. Now if we are trying to insert this, if we have to insert this record, it should not give any error. Why? Because unique constraint is already dropped. Because dropped, now one row is inserted. Now display the table. Click on run. Now you can see Akhil also having 60,000. So this is how we have to add a column, modify the existing column, drop the existing column, renaming the column, adding a constraint, and deleting a constraint. These are some of the basic things we have discussed. On basics also, questions were asked in the previous year, in the placement papers. I do have some bunch of Infosys InfyTQ questions. Tomorrow I am going to discuss some questions related to these basic queries, how questions are asked in the placement papers. Okay, already time is over. So thank you. I hope you are enjoying the lecture. Good day. See you tomorrow.